Alright guys, today we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite tactical flashlights. Tactical for me, my definition is probably going to be a little different from you. For me, tactical implies that you're going to use a light in a defensive or offensive situation. The ability to everyday carry it is secondary to that. The primary function of a tactical light, offensive, defensive, using light as a means to engage someone, whether that be blinding them, disorientating them, or just beating them over the head with the flashlight, to be honest. So let's take a look at what I think are the best choices for tactical flashlights. And these are not in any order of favorite. I just kind of, hodgepodge these together. You can, if you want to do a top 5, make it your top 5. These are just 5 I think are the best on the market currently. A lot of lights I considered, but aren't in production anymore. You're not going to be able to get them except the secondary market, so I didn't want to do that to you guys. So first up, Klarus, what is this one? The XT1C. Now for me, one of the biggest things about a tactical light is I need instant access to the features that are going to engage an enemy, whether that's a person breaking into your house, someone trying to rob you on the street, or, the mailman sneaking in your back door when he thinks you're not there. Alright, so quick access to that. What does that mean? Usually 9 times out of 10 it means either a really good user interface or a dual switch design. And in this case it's a dual switch. And these two switches are very easy to tell the difference between because one's a metal paddle and one's a button. One of these gives you strobe, one gives you turbo. Very awesome interface. Even in a emergency, oh my god, I gotta hit the button, I can still access that without looking, without thinking, and even by accident, just pushing on that top, I get action out of this light. Now, oftentimes you see people recommend Olights, and I dearly love Olights. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking them. They are some of the best lights on the market, but you're not going to hit that button 3 times in an emergency. If someone jumps out and, give me your money, 1980s butterfly knife in hand, you're not going to be able to hit that 3 times, and if you do, it's going to be, you're not going to get to that button when you need it. It's just not quick enough. You need something you can take out and just boom. And in this case, I can get that light on, and I can hit that paddle very easily, enough to give a quick disorientation so I can get a better grip. If I'm fighting over the light, I can access that and strobe the snot out of someone. This particular one is nice because it's small, it's portable, you can everyday carry it. This is a great option for out on the road when you're in dangerous areas. In the car, someone comes up. Guess what? This morning, someone tried to get into my wife's car. She pulled up to an intersection. Somebody tried to pull open her car door. Luckily, it was locked. Having something like this in the console and someone did that and you just, would disorientate them just enough where you can, whoa, getting a little out of hand here, guys. You can get away. That simple. Guys, that little thing could be the thing between someone getting in your car and not. Well, locking your doors is the difference, but next up are the M2T and the M2R Warrior. These are a really good tactical design by Olight. Even though I just knocked them, this particular lights are different because they do offer you instant access to turbo and strobe. Differently, of course, with the two lights. Of course, one has a magnetic base, one just has a rubber boot. But this one here has that momentary turbo, but if you push it hard and hold it, you get strobe. So that's cool because in a high pressure situation, your reaction is going to be to push really hard and you're going to get to that strobe. So really cool, very easy to use, and you can't screw that up in an emergency situation. Plus two, these are a little bigger light. You can use this as an impact device, no problem. And that switch being so proud just really makes this one a good choice for a tactical light. And it is small enough to put in your pocket. It's 18650s are a little uncomfortable for me, to be honest. But the M2R, same idea. You have a button push. When you tighten your tail cap, you have a button push for, half a push for momentary strobe, a full push for momentary, turbo and strobe in that order. So these are very easy. The only downfall is that light is flush, so it can be a little tough to get. If in an emergency situation, you might not be able to hit that as much. So if you really think someone's going to jump out and attack you, I think this is a little better option. That proud switch is a little easier to fumble in a situation. If you don't believe me, guys, put yourself in a dark room. Just do this as a test. I promise you it will change your opinion on flashlights. Put yourself in a dark room, grab a flashlight, and see how long it takes you to activate it in the dark. Then you will know how good your flashlight is. Right then and there. That's what you need to know. Can I do it in the dark without looking? Can I get strobe on? Can I get turbo on? Can I do that and give a quick flash just enough for me to get away? M2R, M2T, fabulous little lights, lots of power, great instant access to that strobe and turbo. Next, this may be my new favorite, guys. This is a fantastic light. I have been drooling over this since I got it. I didn't expect to be. This was a complete and total shocker to me. I'm not sure if the review is going to be out for this yet. I've filmed the review, but I haven't posted it. You know, I've got a lot of stuff to put out there. So this one is particularly cool because this light has a very easy access to instant strobe. You literally push sideways on the switch and it strobes. How easy is that? You could do that in the dark. You could do it wet, cold, bleeding, anything. You know, of course, you can push your button for, you know, it brings you right into turbo, and you have access very quickly to the modes you need, whether it be just a quick tap of the button to put in someone's eyes or just a quick flash of the strobe to disorientate someone. Very, very cool. Very simple. Pocketable, you can carry it. It's not very comfortable. And that button, every time you touch something with that, it's going to strobe your light. So, but this makes a really good bedside defender. It's big enough. You could use this as an impact device. Yeah. And use it. I think this is fantastic. The side press design they have, I think, is wonderful. I think more tactical lights need to do this. Period. Yes. So yeah, this is a great one. This may be my current favorite. I really think this is the most convenient, easiest to access, easiest to deploy. The only thing it lacks is that ability to EDC carry it because of that side switch thing, but I'll live with it. This sucker could ride my bedstand, sit on top of my gun safe, even sit in the console of my car proudly. Beautiful, beautiful light. Next, SRT9. A bit of a shocker, huh? Well, here's the thing about this one. You know, this ring design is actually really good. I carry this one in the coat pocket a lot this year. And the fact that you can set it on whatever output you want and then throw it in your coat pocket and you know what you're going to get. And then it does have the momentary light. So, for example, if I put this in my pocket like this, and I did this many times, put it on strobe to see if that would change in my pocket, I never had the ring go because it is smooth and flush. I never had an issue with it changing modes. So I can put that in my pocket. And if I know I'm going to be whatever, you know, and strobe is on the end, so I can literally just reach in my pocket, flick that over to strobe or whatever before I use it. But I can leave it in strobe, I can leave it on turbo, and if you know the modes, you know exactly where this is going to be when you turn it on. So that is really cool. And of course, having that momentary gives you quick, instant access to strobe. This is a big, heavy flashlight. You could definitely use this as an impact device. It's heavy enough. This will definitely do some damage. Yes, great tactical light. A lot of added features with this one, and it has lots of red and blue and flashing lights for emergency situations. Say you did get into a situation and you had to use this, and say you were robbed and you pulled this out, shot the guy, boom, you know, legally, of course. And you're waiting for the police to come. You're in some weird parking lot someplace like that. You can literally go, after you use this thing, yeah, you think the police aren't going to find you now? I think this is a great option for those people. It's very bright, very powerful, good size. You can carry it in a coat pocket. It's not going to carry well in a pants pocket. It is really heavy, but for a good wintertime carry, keeping this in your car, in your console, as an emergency, what if that guy tries to get in your car? It happened to my wife this morning. Great option. A lot of versatility there. Not EDC, but the added red and blue, that's a really good way to make people find you. In an emergency, something happens. You've been stabbed. You've been shot. You've been cut. You need the police to find you. That's a way to find you. That red and blue draws attention. That is awesome. And that instant strobe makes that a winner. Last but not least, the Thrunite Catapult. One of my all-time favorite flashlights. I just think this has a fabulous look to it with that crosshatched knurling, the big heavy head. This is like a mag light on steroids. Beauty of this light, once again, 2-button design, instant access to strobe. You can turn on or strobe. This makes a very good bedside defender in that you can use it for regular, ordinary use, or you can just grab it and push that button. Once again, you know, you can get that. Even if you're fumbling, you can still get to that and hit it, even not paying attention. So in the heat of the moment, if you had to grab this and deploy it instantly, you got it. And this thing is big, heavy. This is a club. I have no problem keeping this by the bed. It's a fabulous choice for your car, for your bedside, gun safe, you name it. All right, guys, that's it.